So for 64 years, the Williamstown Theatre Festival has been this extraordinary, special, sort of artistic enclave in Western Massachusetts, making theater with theater luminaries, people who have built a life in the theater, in some cases have gone off to great fame and fortune in other industries such as film and television, but who come back here each summer to work alongside theater newbies to make a season of professional work outside of New York City, where there's just a little bit more protection, a little bit more possibility, releases in everyone a huge appetite for risk-taking and an ability to make something great and have a great time doing it.
So Seared is a play that takes place in a kitchen in a New York restaurant, a Brooklyn restaurant more specifically, and it's about a chef who has very temperamental and lofty ideas about what makes good food and what makes food art, and then a business owner who would really like to make some return on his investment, and their friends and the clash between the two of them. And so they bring in my character Emily, who is a restaurant consultant, to try to hopefully give everybody what they want. The tension just gets higher and higher. It's a very New York story. It's very much a sensibility of I'm here to be the best and I'm here to get the most. And that's what New York City is. You don't go to New York City to be mediocre. You go there to be the best. My experience has been awesome at Williamstown. It's the best. I have never worked here before. I've always wanted to, and everyone says it's like summer camp, but you're doing the best work of your lives, and that's what it feels like. It really is a family, and they really build in how you can support all of your fellow artists, which is really special.
The show is called Lempicka, and it's about Tamara de Lempicka and her life and her loves and her art, and the way that she made her name in the art world. She's a badass woman and she's a survivor, and it's a beautiful story. Unfortunately, you know, we've learned, and we continue to learn over generations, that history has repeated itself. And so a lot of themes that they were dealing with in like the Art Deco period over in Europe with Hitler and World War I and into World War II and the laws against homosexuality and queerness, there's a lot of those things happening again today. A lot of the political themes in the show are relevant to what's happening today.
I play a French prostitute that becomes a muse for Tamara de Lempicka. It's telling you a story about some strong women, and I think that's always important to put that out there. It's women that were trailblazing women that were kind of ahead of their time, and those stories are always important to tell, and those stories are always relevant.
This is my first time in Williamstown. I'm absolutely in love with it, and you know, I'm honored to be included in the history and the legacy that it holds. It's like theater camp here. There's something special about being removed from your own life and being removed from the hustle and bustle of the city to just focus on this and creating this piece, and then also just the ambiance of the green and the nature and the sky, and so it's been a joy.
You know, when you take the Eden Espinosas and the Matthew Brodericks and Mary Louise Parkers of the world, when you ask that caliber of artist to come to Williamstown Theatre Festival and make something here, and they can let go of the other projects, the other films, the television shows, the auditions, the writing projects, the voiceover commitments, whatever those other commitments are that are always running simultaneously for the busy lives of artists in New York City. And they can sort of shed those obligations and kind of focus singularly on making one play in this exquisitely beautiful environment. The edge comes off, and I think that artists are released into a kind of artistic freedom and abandon that really gives them the courage to go for something and go for it big. And I think that, you know, the beauty and the protection of this area, you feel safe to take a big risk here, and that's really unique and special to this area, to Williamstown.